Okay, so some people were complaining about my voice being quiet in the other video. I'm gonna try to fix that. See what I can do to fix that. So let's just move over here. So what I've been doing is I've been editing a book. I'm about to get started on it for today. Get what I can get done today. So let's talk about what I'm doing here now. For those of you who don't know what org mode is, it's org mode stands for organization mode. Oh, wrong key binding. So it's an organizational tool. You can do lots of stuff in it. You can organize your notes, take notes, dates, even. You can do calendars, things. You can do a lot of stuff in org mode. It's designed to keep you organized, but it also functions as a markup language. Which let's move here. What I'm making is this PDF here. This is going to be sent out and published. This one's going to be actually sent out and published. This PDF right here. So, I've been working on that. So if we just... So, for example, let's think of something else I might want to organize, my config file. So, if we go here, .conf.org. Right here is my Emacs config file. It has my settings and stuff for Emacs. For example, theme right here. This is just to set up the cyberpunk theme, which gives it which is what you see here. I have some stuff here too, or some stuff to save time. That's actually time. So here we have, for example, if I want to add in sort of source code, add some code, which is what you see in here. It's been right here. I call begin source Emacs Lisp, and then I just write the Lisp code, and then I define code, interactive, insert, begin source, end source. And I set that to a key binding, set global key binding, Control C, Control S, Control C, S. And that will run code, which I defined earlier, so it would be like, then it get it right there. That's how simple and easy this is, which helps me save time and things. The things I need to do a lot. For example, LaTeX source, which you see here. I do that by going Control C L, which will give me LaTeX source. Now, why am I doing things this way, as opposed to like some what you see, what you get editor? I don't even have one installed. I would pull one up to show you, but I don't even have a what you see is what you get editor installed on this machine. Why would I do things this way, and what's going on here? So what's going on here, how I get this PDF, this is the one up here, up. I'm pointing to it like you can see me point. The one right here, this PDF is the translation, and then I'm going to edit format and take everything in here, put it into the other PDF, and send that back to Zolt Tanis, who did the work here, translating it. Send that back to him, then he's gonna get that published. So what is it doing here? So what it's doing is it's creating a LaTeX file. Now, I could have just done this all in LaTeX, but I'm deciding to do this. It makes things a little bit easier on me. So here is an example of what LaTeX looks like. And I actually, so you have all these people. Okay, Luke Smith actually has a video on it. Highly recommend you check out Luke Smith's channel. Um, he has this video. Let's just get through the ad. Okay, so he has this video where he goes through. He complains about people not being able to format books correctly. And I have the same problem. I have some books over here not formatted properly at all. Some jack off literally just copied and pasted stuff in there. You see this with PDFs on the internet too. Um, something I see all the time. I hate it. No one likes it. And so I'm going to tell you right now, if you're planning on making PDFs and putting them onto the internet, or if you're thinking about publishing books, if you're putting PDFs on the internet, scan them or learn LaTeX. Now, thing about LaTeX is, if you're in almost about any professional field, like let's say mathematics, you're going to learn LaTeX, and if you don't, it's going to be like a handicap. So it's a good idea to learn LaTeX. And you can look at Luke Smith's video here. Is not Luke's video. I'm going to put a link to this in the description to learn LaTeX. I don't have a good link to learn org mode, but org mode is simple. I may put some video in the description that goes over org mode, but so here is LaTeX hard? No, like learning Vim. People complain about it too much. Complain about it hard. About how hard it is until they take the bare minimum time to learn it. And realize how much more effective they are with it. The return on investment is massive. I wrote my thesis in LaTeX around a week of learning it. Which, again, he has his master's thesis here. You can check that out, I guess. This is a really good tool, and I highly recommend you learn it if you're putting PDFs out there. Or do something like what I'm doing with Emacs. So, what this does is it takes all the stuff I write in org mode here, and then it converts that into LaTeX, then publishes that. And because of that, I have the full power of LaTeX. I don't even need the begin LaTeX and LaTeX thing. I just use that because it gives me syntax highlighting. That's the only reason I use it, is because it gives me syntax highlighting. But yeah, so if you're using org mode, there's some things you should learn. LaTeX class, author. LaTeX class, author, date, title, which all easy enough stuff. I have, just sort of like put title, author, stuff like that up here. And LaTeX headers. Now, because of the way I'm doing things, I don't put title, author, and that stuff in here. And the reason I don't do that is because let's move over here. This is the cover we're using. So, And the way I get this cover here is I have a PDF in this folder called cover.pdf. And now when I call cover.pdf with include PDF, pages 1, fit page, cover, what it would do here is it just puts that cover there as a cover. And then I call include images to get this picture of Gentile here. And okay, here's part of the reason you may want to use Emacs, org mode, LaTeX, things like that, as opposed to like your what you see is what you get editor. Let's take this for example. How would you do this in like Microsoft Word, Google Docs, or whatever the hell you want to use? How would you do that in there? Well, you would have to hit space a bunch, bold, then bam. It's like, why would you do that? I just begin center, end center, translator's note, bold with the not bullet points. Fuck. Then bold it. Again, italicize, you do that, and I've never had to strike through. But strike through is something like this. Then you put your text here. Is it or is it 2? I've never had to strike through, so I don't remember. Huh. And again, footnotes, easy. FN1, that's footnote 1. And then I have all the footnotes down here. All the footnotes are down here. And here's an example of why I don't even need to begin LaTeX in LaTeX to get the LaTeX source. I didn't do that here. This tiny command isn't org mode. Right here, this tiny command is not org mode, that is LaTeX. But there's a reason I put that tiny command in there. What that does is it changes the text and makes it smaller. So if we go to that footnote, it's in the preface. If we go to that footnote 4, right here. I made it smaller just so it could fit in here. Because if I didn't do this, if I didn't make it smaller, what would have happened is, it was doing this. So what it would do is, because it all doesn't fit on the page and it needs to call the footnote thing, because it needs to include this and this, they didn't all fit on the one page, so it would move the rest of the footnote down to the bottom page, and there's nothing on the bottom page, so you just have a bottom page with the last bit of the footnote. So I just made the footnote smaller so that way it can all fit on that page. There was another problem I had that was, for whatever fucking reason, there's a footnote on the title. I hated that. LaTeX didn't like that, and I was having trouble. So I just decided to move it down to somewhere else. I didn't like that. And I have the full power of LaTeX here. Anything that I need to do in LaTeX, again, it's just, I go here, let's say I'm writing a bit here. Let's say I want, put in some mathematical equation right here. Just bam, bam. Then I type in, type in all of my LaTeX stuff here. That simple. Really. You know what, And again, another advantage of using Emacs, you don't have to really use the keyboard at all. And it's nicer that you don't have to use the keyboard. I mean, not the keyboard, the mouse. I use a track point, so it's not terrible, but you know, again, like this saves me time doing it in org mode. This makes things a little bit more simple, a little bit easier. And then I can put out this nice looking PDF with good formatting and everything. And again, LaTeX only takes about a week to learn. You can do it in there. You can do what I'm doing. I believe Markdown actually allows you to call LaTeX source. So even if you're using Markdown, you should have like the full ability of like, or the full power of org mode, not org mode, LaTeX. So that's all for now, I guess. I've been Lane_OS and peace out.